All movement is to invisible music, although few people hear it. It comes from the sun and the wind, and the movement of water, and a running rabbit and a crowing cock. And together it is part of a great symphony. The longer we listen, and the quieter we are, the more we hear. And when we do hear, we are part of the music, instead of an unwelcome interruption.
In the 1940s, Walter Anderson began a series of journeys to Horn Island, a narrow strip of sand and pine off the coast of Mississippi. From his home in Ocean Springs, he would cross the 14 miles to the island in his small boat, staying for weeks at a time. He called himself the Islander.
He moved with the seasons. He moved with the sun and the moon and the tide. He didn't accept any kind of limitations, any kind of restrictions on his time and behavior.
At night, he slept beneath his overturned boat. During the day, he painted countless watercolors of his beloved island.
He had incredible technique. He drew like an angel, and he could handle watercolor as though it was coming out of his fingers, you know. But for him, painting was an entirely personal thing. He looked at images, and he translated them into art as naturally as he digested food. In fact, he uses that metaphor again and again. This is like food for me.
If you searched the history of American art for the intersection point of two really strong currents, one of which is fabulous, famous, important Western civilization, European culture, the stuff Thomas Jefferson loved and that art museums try to show us and education tries to teach us. And the other side, the sort of folkloric up from the bottom, rooted in the soil, regional, unpredictable appearance out of pure Americana, that folk art and that high culture, he's right at the intersection, he's both. And he was a seeker, and that's a very familiar American quality. And if you see that sort of mystical seeking thing, he joins a whole other group of American visionary seers-seekers. Columbus, Johnny Appleseed, Jack Kerouac, he hit the road.
He rode his rusty bicycle on 1,000-mile trips from Mississippi to New York, Pennsylvania, and Florida. He walked across war-torn China. And he searched the world for the point where nature and art become one.
He believed, I think, that somewhere further down the road he would find the enlightenment he sought. And this is a religious quest as well as an aesthetic quest.
No one in Ocean Springs knew that the town eccentric, with his mismatched clothing and paint-stained hands, was quietly creating artwork that would be celebrated in the years to come. After his death in 1965, even his family was surprised by what they found when they opened the door to his small cottage. There, behind a padlocked door hidden away from the world, was the story of one of America's most enigmatic and passionate artists.